Welcome to the Game of the Week edition of the High School Huddle on the Dodge Sports Desk at Opubco Studios. My name is Brandon Chapman. I'm joined by Ryan Aber. He's the lead prep writer for the Oklahoman. And this week we'll be taking an in-depth look at the Class 6A state championship game, which features Tulsa Union and Jenks on Friday night at Boone Pickens Stadium in Tulsa. So when you look at Jenks' offense going against Tulsa Union's defense, who do you think has the advantage there?
Well, I think clearly Union has the advantage here. Jenks' defense has really struggled in the playoffs, especially early in the game, while Union's offense has taken off. I think they've scored 49 twice. They've scored 70 in the first round against Sand Springs. Jeremy Smith is playing the best ball he has all year, maybe in his career, at running back for Tulsa Union. And I don't think that this section of the matchup is particularly close, especially when you add in Tracy Moore, the great tight end from Union, who's also playing out of his mind in the playoffs.
Okay, when you look at the matchup of Jenks' offense going against the Union defense, which features a couple of D1 prospects, who do you think has the advantage there?
Union's defense. Jenks' offense, nothing taken away from them. They've got a great running game throughout the season with Colton Dost. They have sort of struggled to find their way at quarterback. They started off with a guy from Bixby. They moved on to Bo Marcelin, who's come from everywhere, it seems like. And they finally settled on a sophomore quarterback who really has played pretty well, but he's still a sophomore and prone to some of the struggles that you see out of young players.
All right, when you look at the special teams battle, who would you give the advantage to?
Right now, I'd probably have to give the advantage, a slight edge to Jenks here. They're both really good at special teams. Union's place kicking isn't quite as solid as it's been in the past. They have had Tress Way handle most of those duties the last few years. He's gone on. His brother is there, and still a pretty good option, but not quite the power that Tress was. But Union always seems to make big special teams plays. They had a kickoff return last week for a touchdown. They've had some blocks and done some other things well in that regard.
All right. I know you picked Union before the playoffs even began. Do you feel strong with that pick?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to stick with that pick. That said, this is a rivalry game. You know, crazy things happen. Jenks, talent-wise, I don't think would be within 2, maybe even 3 touchdowns of Union, but it's a rivalry game. Things happen. The first meeting in this game went to Union in overtime. Jenks has found a way year after year to lose the regular season game to Union, come back and win a playoff game against Union, whether it be in the semifinals or finals. And I'm never going to discount that possibility completely.
Yes, it's Jenks Union, and we all know what that means. So, well, we appreciate your expertise, Ryan. Thanks for watching this special edition of the High School Huddle. We'll be back next week on the Dodge Sports Desk as we preview Class 2A and Class A title games.